Agility is a new concept for the power and gas sector. There are the natural questions as to what it's about. The best way to explain is to start with, how do you explain agility in a way that even a child can understand it? Most big companies are used to a very stable, nearly boring way of doing business. It's a bit like building a huge ocean liner, then manning it with hundreds of people, and finally heading out on a predictable journey from one harbour to the next. But in today's world of more and more surprises, like volcanoes, earthquakes and tsunami waves, and customers that have glasses and wristwatches with internet access, a big ship is too slow to react to all these disruptions. Younger, smaller and faster players, like speedboats and surfers, can avoid icebergs, sandbanks and cliffs, and generally outrun the big ocean liners easily. Now that you're convinced that agility is fundamental for success or survival, what are the key elements of transforming my company to an agile utility? One agility paradigm is to achieve a faster and more entrepreneurial decision-making. That is, 1. Sensing and shaping of trends and opportunities. Evolve from a passive internal focus on industry trends towards a strong sensing capability across the entire organization, involving external partnerships and customers. 2. Portfolio of initiatives reloaded. Replace a limited number of options that are developed purely internally by a substantial portfolio of initiatives and options with internal marketplaces, external input, and VC-like approaches. Also, transform the rather static long-term planning and budgeting towards a stage-gate process where multiple options are pursued on a small scale, with the most promising ones receiving more resources in the next rounds. 3. New ways of financing. Access to capital. Develop from the traditional focus on full ownership towards a variety of financing instruments in a wide universe of potential global investors. 4. De-biasing decision-making. Leave behind the traditional, purely internal decision-making process. Accept that individuals and organizations have intrinsic decision biases that can be actively managed, and establish a variety of de-biasing techniques. The second agility paradigm is to increase flexibility towards customer needs and adapt production systems, including 5. De-engineered flexible operations. Move from very inflexible, highly specialized roles and processes towards highly flexible staff via high standardization of roles and processes that allow flexible labor deployment and an adaptive production setup. 6. The digital enterprise. Develop away from traditional, mainly manual processes based on paper and print into a full virtual enterprise with customer-focused end-to-end digitization where information is accessible in real time for big data analytics. 7. From exploration to exploitation. Integrated sensing, seizing and execution. Often, units responsible for sensing and seizing and execution are separated from each other, and momentum is lost between silos. Agile companies establish a multitude of mostly independent units with clear responsibility spanning from idea to execution to speed up innovation, prototyping, and implementation. The third agility paradigm is to transform the company DNA towards an agile culture with support functions as shaper and enabler. 8. Company-wide agility mindset and independent entrepreneurs. Overcome vertical hierarchy and an excluding silo culture by substantially reducing management layers with strong cross-level communication and a lively process to generate and pursue ideas. 9. Open ecosystem. Large-scale companies tend to focus on in-house solutions. A truly agile enterprise would develop a network-based open platform that puts the customer first and that is optimized for a wide range of co-creation and innovation. 10. Fast failure culture. Instead of sticking with once-made decisions, develop an agile culture with a trial-and-error mindset that allows staff to both scale and kill options early and at the same pace. This gives you the full picture of your future agile utility. But since this transformation is a long-term journey, you will of course ask, what do I have to do immediately? To start your journey towards agility, your top 3 priorities should be 1. Decide on a winning strategic and structural setup for your company. That is, whether you'll focus on the rather traditional asset-heavy business, evolve organically towards the new digital and technology-driven customer-centric business, or even fully embrace the new world. 2. Increase your operational flexibility. Increase the resilience of your asset-driven business to further disruptions and achieve company-wide cost reductions and prepare to capture revenue upside. 3. Put customers' needs first and push innovation for customer-driven businesses and aim for synergies with other value chains to create new value pools.